scene, like the scene with Michael Pitt and Pesci, which, by the way, I was like literally on the edge of my seat. I was like, how's this gonna play out? You know? Um, like how do you how do you tread lightly? Like what's that like for you?
Uh, well, I think that particular day, I mean, I definitely prioritize performance over anything as a cinematographer. I don't think that, I mean, obviously we want everything to be lit beautifully and framed beautifully, but I don't ever want to stand in the way of a great performance. And so, I think a lot of my thought process goes into how do I make this space for a scene like this that's delicate, and make
Mhm.
sure that we're not imposing kind of like or distracting from that in any way with our process on set.
Mm-hmm.
So for that scene, and as an example, um, there were a number of things going on that day. It was our second day of production, and so we had I think we had Joe for a very limited window of time, something like four hours, from
Mm-hmm.
the moment he showed up to when he left. And we had to shoot a whole nother scene, this scene that in the taxi that happens at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And and then also it's this big emotional moment for Michael's character. And so it was a challenge. And what we decided to do was to stage it in this. We went into a real sort of home there. We were shooting in an authentic place. You can kind of see when the camera passes through the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
So it had a lot of feel there, a lot of atmosphere, and we lit largely with practicals. We did bounce some light outside the window, but there wasn't a lot on the ground in the room, and we had three cameras, so we had basically covered the scene in continuity, getting Joe's coverage and um, Michael's coverage at the same time, and then maybe dropping back for a wide,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and and in this way they could really focus on performance, do it a number of times, and we quietly change the lenses and get a different size. Um, but again, we had a really skillful crew that could make that work
Mm-hmm.
without being in each other's way, and I'm really glad with how it turned out. I feel like um, it's beautiful to look at, but I think that the most important thing is that you have this incredible performance from Michael.